Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. This could have been in the past. For others of you, this could be a relationship you still have, which is current. For a small portion of you, this could be somebody that you've met, and a whole lot of energy is there, but no one's really speaking up, and it's almost like a situationship. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right. We have here creativity, followed by compassion, sensuality, opening, wild woman, anger and rage, beliefs, awakening, followed by cycles under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, right now, I'm alone, and in my mind I've been thinking about how it would be to restart, to even create this connection. I want to create something with you, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. A web of love. I would love to weave and make you the center of my world because I feel compassion for you. Compassion, empathy, sympathy for the things that you have gone through, for the experiences that I have put you through. In a way, I feel sorry for you now. You may not want this grief or this sort of pity, but the truth is, I do understand what I put you through. And the position that you're in now, I understand it's difficult, which is why I have the sense of compassion, empathy, and sympathy. Even if you don't want it, I still feel it. I want to be with you. You have this way of attracting me. You are so sensual. This sensuality that exists, it shows me your true self. How tempting you can be. How you can seduce and you don't even have to try. The sensuality that just oozes from you. The way you walk, the way you talk. Your style. Everything attracts me towards you. And I find myself daydreaming about you. A part of me now wants to truly open up to you. To talk to you about things that have been hidden deep down inside. Things that I have not expressed to you. Secrets that I have kept over the months, over the years. Things about me that you just don't know. I truly feel that on the inside, I want to open up to you and tell you the truth. Part of this truth is why I lied to you. Is there a reason for lying? Maybe it's an excuse. I don't know. But I do feel that this silence, it needs to be broken. And all that I did to you, all the hurt that I caused, it has been because I said some things that were just not truthful. I tried to be sneaky. I had this trickster behavior. In this connection now, there is deceit, deception, and suspicion. I may have told you and said some words, but left out a few sentences here and there. What you don't know won't hurt you. Or will it? Here, now it appears as if it did, which is why it bothers me and I want to open up to you and talk to you about this. But it is shameful, and it is upsetting what I did. And there's no doubt about it, I am angry. Angry not at you, angry at myself. Why did I take this risk? Why did I jeopardize something that we had that was so good? Why did I betray you? I am angry at myself and annoyed, agitated, irritated at myself. I am very nitpicky, very short-tempered right now. And I don't want to really talk to anybody. My thoughts, my beliefs, it turns out, were very, very different from what you thought and from what you believed this connection should be. The beliefs that I have, these are the ways I thought this connection should have been, the way it could have been, the way I saw us in the future. You and I are worlds apart. I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so are you. I've had different life experiences, and so have you. But my beliefs, my thoughts, the way my mindset is, I now realize we are not alike. Sure, there's certain things that are alike on the physical level. But the way I thought this connection would be, it turned out to be quite different from what I wanted, from what I desired, from what I thought it should have been. There are also other reasons why I can't be with you the way that you would like me to. The society that I come from, the beliefs that I have, my culture, my customs, my mindset. Sometimes there are people that come into play and they do influence me. And this has been a big part of my life. The reason why we were both pulled away from each other, pushed away from each other, was not simply just, it wasn't you. This was me. And it's because of what I believe. It's the way I think. It's the actions that I take. And now I've come to the realization, I've had this awakening moment. This awakening that I have to open up to you. This awakening that I see that my beliefs are so different from yours. My thoughts, my ambitions, my plans. We were not on the same page. In a way, there's certain things that I wanted to do, and retirement is all I can think of. Even at a young age, even being youthful from the inside, I just want to retire from all the things that are happening. It doesn't make me happy. This connection, the situation that I've gotten ourselves into, it does not make me happy. I am quite upset, in fact. And now I see things from your perspective. I see things from your point of view. I am finally starting to understand the challenges that you have faced and the reason why I feel so compassionate towards you, because I know now exactly what I have put you through. I see things from your lens. And this entire situation has me obsessing over you. Obsessing constantly. Not only you, but the situation. Why did I do the things that I did? Could it have been different? Had it been different, perhaps then I would not be so angry at the situation. I know I did something wrong. And for now, all I can do is just put myself into your shoes and understand and have that empathy and realize what it is that I did to another person who cared for me so much. All right, Sagittarius. Interesting. You have a situation here where somebody didn't treat you right. They were not truthful. They were lying. Here, we could have also had cheating, but I'm also seeing a huge card here. Beliefs is a huge card when it comes out in this deck. For me, this is the way I interpret this deck. It talks about a difference in religion, culture, your lifestyle, your mindset, your society, your families, so many things that make the both of you so different. To the point where there's so many differences that there's nothing that much in common. And for this reason, other people may be having an influence. This could be a direct influence or an indirect influence. So I do see other people here either deliberately trying for the both of you not to get together, or it's just a part of the way their life is and they realize that this is not going to work out. For others of you, this could be a very sensual and sexual kind of connection where your person of interest actually thought that this was only headed in a very sensual direction. No commitments. I'm seeing the word casual and benefits. That's what I'm seeing for some of you, not all of you. And this person had that mindset, but you had the mindset perhaps of commitment. I'm seeing the word review. Some of you are reviewing what has happened and it's been going on. I see an old, what is it called? Reel? Like a movie player? You guys know what I'm talking about. The ones with the big wheels, right? It goes like this. I'm seeing that. So it's like you're reviewing your life. I'm seeing that on my mind's eye right now. You're reviewing your life and you're seeing all that happened and you're obsessing almost. This is a cycle. It's a cycle, right? This word here is cycles. So there is this repetitive thought process that keeps going on. And unfortunately, it's an obsession right now for some of you. It's hard. It's hard to release yourself from that energy because you had put so much energy into it. You put some love into this connection and your person of interest really didn't turn out the way that you had thought they would. They seem to be quite different from what you had thought. You thought more of commitment. You thought of more of stability. However, this person was not. For whatever reason, and it could be internal and it could be because of others external. All right, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So with the Lover's Path Tarot, I like to have a look at any sort of issue that may have happened in the past that affected this connection. So something happened not so long ago in this connection. Things were going great. And then all of a sudden, things just started to go downhill. Why did that happen? Did this person talk to you? Did they let you know what they were feeling? This is for those of you that never received that closure that you needed, that you deserved. This person may have ghosted you. They may have faded. They may have just ended the relationship and you have no idea why. So hopefully this will provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Princess of Arrows. And these cards I do read in the reverse. The first deck is the current status. This is a little bit in the past. Princess of Arrows. Let's have a look. So this talks about a lack of messages, not really being very articulate. Now here we have your person of interest at some point in time. They were waiting for news, not understanding as much as one would like to. There was a sense of ignorance and confusion. So this is a problem here. Ignorance and confusion, right? When people are confused and when they're ignorant, and if you have the beliefs card, it usually means that they did not have the knowledge or the wisdom. We are dealing with a princess here. They did not have those qualities, and therefore they would have gone and asked for help from others, maybe even discussed something. And even if they didn't ask for advice, they may have been given advice, which is why you're getting the beliefs card. Somebody else's opinion, somebody else's beliefs are having an effect on this connection in some sort of way. This could be a person. This could be an organization. Maybe the both of you are working together and the organization doesn't allow it. Maybe somebody here is in the military and somebody works very far and they are unable to get transferred across the country to the other location. These sort of things I have seen in my readings when I do for clients, and it is an obstacle. So here we do have some type of obstacle that has an issue regarding beliefs, but your person of interest really had some things deep down that were problematic, and they were not communicating this information with you, okay, or to you. They were not talking to you about this. The issue here that they were very confused, they didn't understand certain things regarding this connection or certain topic, that was an issue. And so what did they do? They just took a step back. But here we also have a very, very important card, oppression. This is a huge card, and I'm going to actually read the entire thing. Because the meaning of this card, a reverse as well as upright, it's huge. All right. This talks about depression, difficulties, and release. They were feeling overwhelmed or oppressed by circumstances or emotions. Confusion. There you have it. Two cards here that talk about the word confusion. So there was definitely some type of confusion that this person had in their mind. You may know what this is. Perhaps you don't know what this is. But the main confusion here would have been regarding this connection. Something was happening in this connection where they were just slightly confused. Perhaps they were confused about where this connection was headed. That's why their beliefs were different from yours. Here, we have feeling overwhelmed or oppressed by circumstances or emotions and feeling confused, the inability to change our lives for the better. The card suggests that a pause was needed before moving into a new phase of life. Though your situation may feel overwhelming, hidden forces were at work. Patience and trusting that things would have improved, that's the way this person should have proceeded forward, but they did not. It seems here that they just sort of cut you off in a way and didn't really discuss much. Yeah. So this person had a little bit of issues regarding their beliefs, and also they did not express themselves to you what truly was confusing them. They did not understand certain things regarding this connection. And believe it or not, there are some people this naive. They don't do it on purpose. It's not because they're sweet and innocent. It's because they've never experienced it. Perhaps this person never truly experienced what love was, and they were completely confused because they were under the impression it's something different. Not only that, perhaps that's not what they were looking for. And yet this connection started off as something and ended up as something else. That's something that may have started confusing this person. Keywords here: belief-related issues and confusion. Okay, I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Let's have a look at any sort of actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. All right. Wow, interesting. if the rest of you are resonating with this reading, your person of interest really, really wants to come back into your life. Because they finally realized your value. Oh my goodness, this is Sag. This is gorgeous. Love it. It's 10 out of 10. Yes. Hopefully, for those of you that think this is a connection that's meant to be, this is a spiritually based romantic connection. We have the star here. For some of you also, I forgot to mention, sorry about that, the beliefs card sometimes can also indicate a third-party situation because it's against the beliefs of society, okay? So it could be a third-party situation. And like I said, again, the person had limitations, they had confusion, and so on and so forth. You guys know what I just spoke about earlier. These cards are really, really nice, guys. This is just beautiful spread right now. We have here the Three of Cups. Yes, it could be a third-party situation, and if it is not, this simply just means your person of interest is really missing you, and they want to have a reconciliation. They want to be with you and have fun. They want to enjoy time with you outside. Here, they may go with you alone to reconcile, to reunite, or with a group of friends, maybe to make things a bit easier, a bit lighthearted. They also feel that you are very sensual, very sexy, and there's something about you that's very spiritual, and there's this connection that this individual feels with you where you get them, you understand them. You are the only one on planet Earth that understands them. And this is why it's so tempting to be with somebody like you, because they don't have to try that hard. You just automatically know things. They feel that you are also utterly irresistible. Very, very sexy, very hot. This person does want to be passionate with you, by the way. However, it's not just lust. If you had somebody in your life during the time of this reading that you're hearing this, where you had a romantic connection in the past, this person was from the past, and you have been missing this individual, and if you've stumbled upon this reading right now, then it is that person that's coming back into your life. Because this is a return from the past. Beautiful, beautiful card. One of my favorite cards. I love this card. Knight of Cups. Your person of interest is very youthful. They're very vibrant. They're not too immature, but they are also a little bit inexperienced, okay? So they're in between that sort of stage. This person could be very young in their age, but they could also be not so young, right? Very mature, like 70s, 80s. I've done readings for people who are 80 years old. And yes, 80-year-old people still desire love. There's some people in the comments that have made some nasty remarks. As long as we are alive, love is alive. Even after we die. I do past life readings. You guys know that. Love still exists. It's an energy force that just can never be destroyed unless God wills it. Right? And God won't, because it is a part of God. Love is a part of God. Your person of interest is coming back into your life slowly with a cup of love, making an offer, a very gentle and soft offer. It is very smooth. I'm seeing, hopefully not, but I'm seeing some type of a alcoholic beverage. It almost looks like brandy or whiskey or scotch or something like that. But it's what I'm seeing is that this person is coming into your life the way people describe how that sort of drink is smooth. It goes in smoothly. This is how they feel. Is a very weird type of, I don't know, analogy or whatever I'm seeing right now. But I see this. It's like that. They perhaps they're drinking. Perhaps they're drinking, but I don't see this drinking being a bad sort of drinking. I see it being like relaxed, very sensual, and you guys know what happens after, okay? Yeah, they're just wanting to be with you. It's really, really nice, Sagittarius. And your person of interest here feels a lot of admiration for you. They really, really admire you. They look up to you. You are an inspiration. And we have here that even though the both of you were far apart, here we have a pond, here we have some streams. This jug has filled up in this pond. It is part of that pond. It has made that pond. But this jug are these little streams. This is your person of interest. However, over time, no matter how many months, how many years have gone by, this person is destined with the star to come back into this pond, and that is both of you as a union coming together. This is a blessed reading. This is a spiritual connection. Something happened in this connection, Sag, where your person of interest has now looked once and looked twice. It's like, what? I'm going to lose this person if I don't grab them now. They want to come in and sweep you off your feet. They are rushing in, and they may be a little impulsive or compulsive, but truly they have thought about this long and hard. They now don't want to lose the opportunity of being with you. Are they taking action? Oh, heck yeah. They are ever. Especially with this Knight of Cups. They're going to approach you like the Knight of Cups, but on the inside, they're going to be very intense, okay? Yay. I love it. 10 out of 10. That's very nice. All right. Let's have a look. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. Interesting. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. And this here, through the power of Jesus, that's how I pray. Here, the message that comes through from the angels is that this is a past life spiritual connection. This is either a twin flame, soulmate, or karmic partner, somebody that you've met in the past, somebody that you've had a past with. It could either be in this lifetime you've had a past with them, or you have had a past in a past life. Now, some of you also know that there's just something called a spiritual connection. I do past life readings, but sometimes there's these anomalies that I get where it's not in the past life, but you're scheduled to be together in the far future, 100, 500 years from now. But on the soul level, everything feels as if it's happening all at once. The past, present, and the future all exists at one point in time. So there's a sense of recognition, okay? Either way, you guys have a spiritual connection, whether it's in the past, whether it's in the future, but you guys are connected. And there's this recognition. The both of you somehow trigger each other. Because this is a past life spiritual connection, you guys are very much triggered by each other. You can feel each other's energy. It hurts. It hurts like hell, because if you're not together, it really, really hurts, and it affects the both of you energetically. Sometimes also it's it's a card. Remember earlier we had obsession. This is also talking about obsession and not being able to let go of an individual or a particular situation. Okay. So, I know some people are going to be like, a year from now, da da da. I know. This deck, before anybody writes it in the comments, okay, this deck truly only goes up to a year from now. Sometimes these things take years, and I'm sorry, but that does happen. 3 years, it doesn't say 3 years or 5 years from now. If it shows up every year, it just means this is not the right time. You may want to really do this and really rush into it, but the problem is you may be ready, but your person of interest is not ready emotionally, spiritually, and physically. They're just not ready. When they are ready, then things will work out for you. Here we have a romance. First card's the strongest. With the romance card, it does talk about how in this connection you both are connected spiritually and how you are both triggered subconsciously. You don't even realize it. The angels here are saying, start listening to your intuition. Certain things are going to happen over time. And your higher self, this is your soul speaking to you, the body / the spirit. This is your soul. Your soul is much more older and wiser than you are. So listen to your soul, which is your intuition. Okay? Listen to your gut feeling. You're going to listen to it because something's going to happen where you're going to have to listen to it. This is the only reason this card would have come up. When you get the chance, communicate clearly. Listen to your intuition and communicate clearly with this person. There may have been, I'm getting the word misunderstood, misunderstandings. So please do clarify this. Do not get into extreme detail. That is not good. That is not healthy. Too much detail, the person will get lost in the details and they will forget what the conversation was all about. So keep it brief, keep it to the point. We also have here, take action. Don't stop. So do take action when the time is right. You'll know when to communicate. At that point in time, you will be able to take action. Don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. And do look for a sign. Don't go out looking for signs and synchronicities. This is going to come to you, okay? When this comes to you, you will know when the time will be right to take action. We also have here a sense of forgiveness. Remember, you have the Three of Cups, right? Something clearly has happened where the both of you first need to discuss something before you move forward. Forgiveness is key. Forgiveness, for example, is very important on many levels. And for example, in the Holy Bible, right? And I do use the Holy Bible as a lot of examples because that is how I do my readings. I follow the faith of Christ as well as his Father, who is the Almighty, and their employees, who I respect and I get help from, which are the angels in heaven. Forgiveness is key. The easiest way to forgive somebody is to have compassion for them. To almost, and it sounds weird this way, but to almost feel sorry for them. That you know what? They just didn't know any better. Whatever they were going through as a human being, whatever they were born as, whatever they went through during their childhood, their youth, their adulthood, the past relationship they just had, their heartache and pain, they're still a human being. Some of you may get upset that I'm taking their side, but I'm just telling you this is a person we're dealing with, flesh and blood. As weird and crazy as they may be, okay? Whatever they went through, sometimes, depending on the situation, it is the easiest thing to do to forgive somebody by having compassion for them. There's certain things in the world that are just truly unforgivable. I admit that too. However, in terms of relationships, if it is possible for you to forgive this person, then go ahead and do that, because that is something that will allow you to move forward in this connection. Forgiveness, somebody's going to ask you for forgiveness. Not only that, but we have many negative energies around us, and this is like an extra negative energy bubble that is orbiting around your head. Constantly, there's like this grudge, there's this feeling that you have. Why not just pop that bubble and get rid of it? And then whenever you talk about this person, whenever you think about this person, it doesn't hurt that much because you've forgiven them. And you know that, you know what, they were going through something and they just really didn't know what they were doing. It's that sense of compassion, and it's the easiest way to do this. Some of you might want to do that, and others of you, you're just done with this person. And I agree. You can move on from that too. Here, we do have don't stop. Some of you are going to be discouraged for a while because they're not really communicating with you. But here the message is don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. It is very important that you do, because when you do this, you're going to be attracting more positive energy towards you from this world and from the universe. A year from now, the overall arching theme. This is a timeline. So a year from now could also be within the next few months. So certain things are going to change. At the very least, I can tell you, you are going to have some type of an opportunity to communicate with this individual. And when you do, listen to your higher intuitive self, okay? Listen to your soul, because this is a soul connection, all right? I do past life readings, guys. That is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance. For those of you that are looking for past life readings, I do them, and it does take me a while, so please be patient if you do place an order. These past life readings will help you understand what happened, either, like I said, in the past or even in the future, but whatever spiritual connection you have, let's say whatever history you have, okay? That's probably a better way of explaining it. Whatever history you have, I tell you what you have and how this lifetime right now is being affected by what happened in your past. Typically, you will feel a little bit of closure. You will understand the situation better, and you'll understand a karmic lesson. Sometimes there are karmic lessons, sometimes there's not. Sometimes people get together in this lifetime because simply there was just so much love in a past life, and they just want to be together again. Sometimes in my readings, I've seen somebody went off to battle. Medieval times, for example. They went off to battle. They died. The woman is still waiting. 10 years go by, 20, 30 years go by, and the woman still believes that her man will come. But he's dead. Long time ago he died, at the age of 17 or 18. Very typical, I've seen in some of my past life readings. So there are different reasons why people may want to be together in this lifetime. Whatever your reason is, I can tell you this. Through many of my readings, seldom have I seen people that are connected in a past life, that they actually get together as mates in this lifetime. It is very rare. However, the reason why they come into our lives, and you may be wondering why your person of interest came. So not all the time will we have the opportunity of being with somebody the way that we want to, but you may wonder, why is this person in my life? Why did they come in the first place? Many people have the same question. And sometimes it's just because they are here to teach us a lesson and we're here to teach them a lesson. As weird as that sounds. Sometimes it's actually to renew. And legitimately, yes, some people do get into relationships, but I have seen it's rare. It doesn't mean that you won't. It just means that between the both of you, things are going to grow. And here, in terms of a timeline, yes, it does seem that there is going to be a union between two people. Now, where it goes from there, that is up to the both of you, right? I also have another channel. For those of you who are new, my other channel on YouTube is called Asnointia Audio. And there you will see certain videos that I've created. Some are on relationships, relationship-related advice. Also, I have some videos on spiritual connections, past life and spiritual connections. That is going to resonate a lot with some of you. If you want, have a look at that channel. One of the videos I could say for this entire reading is a really good one that would help you understand a bit more about the connection, past life and spiritual connections. That's what it's called. Another one is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. So start off with that, have a look at the other ones, and please do like, share, and subscribe to that channel as well. For those of you that want just simple love readings, I am taking in some readings right now. I can take some orders if you want, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And for those of you that may feel that there are negative energies in your life, I have packages for that as well. The Holy Light package, which is a self-help guide, or you can also get the Chakra Checkup package, which is a complete package where I also provide you with a personalized reading. And I have the ability, with the help of Angel Fakeel, and you can read a little bit about her on my webpage, I have the ability of channeling and having a look into wherever you live in terms of the negative energies, how many negative energies you have around your home, in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. So I tell you what you have, how many you have, and I tell you how to get rid of them. It's important to get rid of negative energies in order to bring in the positive, because sometimes the negative energy repel the positive, and we don't get positive energies because negative energies are bullies. They don't allow positivity to come in. But once you get rid of them, then everything is much more easier. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys take care. Thank you for your support and for the encouragement. And please do write in the comments below. I do love reading the comments, and I encourage you to write to talk about your stories, because I do use that as inspiration, sometimes motivated to create more content on the other channel. And many of us go through the same things. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.